Hey there. Welcome to episode 15, Whole and Wellness Show. How to get time to work in your favor. Basically, how to use the time machine. This is exactly what we're going to be talking about in this special episode, episode 15, Whole and Wellness Show. And if you've ever wondered how long it's going to take for you to walk to freedom, or how long it's going to take for you to start to feel better in your health, then this is exactly what you need. My name is Chibwama Miglichuku from chibwamamiglichuku.com. I'm a pharmacist and health transformation coach, and I work with you to lower your blood pressure naturally so you don't have to endure all the drugs and all the adverse effects that comes with high blood pressure. All right, using of course our unique SAM strategy. So today we're talking about time machine. And hey, if you're enjoying this value or videos like this, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, like and share, and of course hit the bell button so you always get notified whenever we drop new videos like this. So what exactly is a time machine? Or how do you get time to work in your favor? So basically, today's episode was inspired by a conversation I had yesterday with my mom. And in that conversation, she shared with me, she had just met someone, and this particular person, the mom had a case of high blood pressure, arthritis, and was basically in bad shape. And when she discussed with them, they said, "Oh, what can you do? How could you help us? We need you to really, we need her to get better like ASAP." And so my mom had to take the time to explain to them that it takes a bit of time, right? And when we were having this conversation, we kind of laughed about it in terms of not laughing at the person, but laughing at how everyone just seems to think that there is a magic bullet somewhere. All right, but the truth is there is no magic bullet somewhere, right? So this video, I just want to explain to you how there is no magic bullet anywhere. So basically, when you decide, for instance, that you want to naturally improve your health, say control your blood pressure, better, or maybe reduce the pains and inflammation you feel with arthritis. One naturally, the first thing you need to know is that it is a process, right? So it doesn't just happen overnight, but it is a process. And in that process, here's what you're trying to achieve. Number one, you're trying to stop the disease from getting worse, because on their own, diseases like this, they are called non-communicable chronic diseases, right? So you see hypertension, you see diabetes, you see arthritis, right? They cannot be contacted by person to person just by sitting in the same room or being in the same office. No, but they are, so in that sense they are non-communicable. But then they are also chronic, which means that they would always and only get worse. So they get worse with each passing day. Now, what this means is that if you do nothing about it, like even if you're consistent and religious with your drugs every day, yes, you won't feel the symptoms, you won't really, ideally you won't have any day-to-day problems with your control, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to get worse. So last week or 2 weeks ago, I watched a video by Dr. Joe. He's also a YouTuber and he's a medical doctor, and he shares natural strategies as well for improving health, and of course also on high blood pressure. And he shared his own experience. He said that he used to be on drugs, he used to be on one drug. And then there was a line he used. He said, but like hypertension, it would only get worse. So he started out on 5 milligrams of, he mentioned it that day. I didn't want to quote him wrong, right? And then it progressed to 10 milligrams. And then when he had to move to two drugs, that was when he decided he was going to take his health in his hands. And so he started, looking for natural strategies. On his channel, he's always sharing what he's taking per week and how it's helping him and all that. So that's what I caught as well. It only gets worse. So back to our point of number one is you want to first of all stop the disease from getting worse, because if you don't stop it from getting worse, it'll only get worse. Maybe you're already at a point where you're taking two medications or three, combination drugs, then you know what I'm talking about. You probably never started out with three, you probably started out with just one. So what you want to do is stop it from getting worse. That's phase one. Phase two is where you now want to start reversing it as much as possible, at least getting your body back to shape as much as possible. So those are the two things that you want to that you gone for achieving when you adopt natural strategies. And this is very important that you understand this, because when you do, then you are more at peace with your results and you celebrate every win, every milestone. For every time that you look at your numbers and you see that there is an improvement between what you got this week from what you got last week, you're excited because you know that you are using time as your ally. So now, what do you do with this information? What you do is to understand that time is the leveler of all things. Like, time is going to be your ally if you adopt natural strategies today, right? So the earlier you start, the better or the faster or the easier it's going to be for you to get results. 30 days from now, 60, 3 months from now, 90 days from now, 6 months from now. All right. So back to why I laughed with my mom. We had a laugh, like we had that laugh. We shared that laugh because we knew. And we remembered how my dad had to, it took him about, when I spoke with myself, it took him about 2 years. She said about 1.5 years to actually get wind of all his medications, from the ones he was taking for pain, ankylosing spondylitis, that is arthritis of his backbone, lower backbone, for, from high BP medications, for anything for high cholesterol. And he's gone for so many years right now without any drugs. It took him 2 years, guys, 2 full years to get free. But you know why we say time in your favor? Those 2 years would still have gone by if he wasn't working on his health. It would still have gone by and he would still be alive today, like all things being equal by the grace of God. But he won't, maybe he'll be on a wheelchair because it was so bad he couldn't work. I share all this in there's this brand new webinar we just put together where we kind of chronicled the journey and case studies of all the people who have used our natural strategies and how they were able to get results, some of them in 30 days, some in 60 days, some in, different ages from 29 to 72. I'm going to link it in the description of this video. You have to see that webinar. It's hot. We said we've worked, we know that we have impacted over 500 lives, and we chronicled everything that we did, and a lot of case studies, right? All those people on there, like, so there I went into details of how you can use the 3 steps we used with them to get such results. And every single person on there used time in their favor because they committed to the process, and many of them are smiling. So many of them are on no drugs right now, and it's amazing. So make sure that you catch that webinar. We're going to drop it beneath the description of this video for you to watch it. It's going to be available for free for a limited time only. So make sure you watch that webinar once we drop it. So that is really the power of starting today. So whatever you do, as you're seeing this video and you're probably thinking, so how do I start? You just have to commit. You just have to, get started. We also have like a BP Foodie Bundle, which makes it easy for you to at least fix your food first. And then when you fix your food, you can now move on to fixing other aspects of your health as well. Make sure that you get that. We're also going to link that in the comments. Get your BP Foodie Bundle if you need that to help you with to lower your BP just using food, and then you can go on with that. But make sure that time is your ally by starting right now. Don't wait, because the longer you wait, the more damage you're having. So why did it take my dad up to 2 years or 1.5 years to get results? His has spanned for over 6 or 7 years. We didn't start out looking for natural strategies. We didn't even know there was anything like this until it got so bad that his surgeon said, okay, there is nothing we can do anymore with drugs. Get a surgery. And even the surgery is a 50-50 chance. Until that point, when he could no longer walk his car with his legs, that was when we started. We waited till it was terrible. It was like the height of it. Don't wait till it gets so bad and critical case. Start today. Get resources. Start doing something. Clean up your diet. Start, maybe go to the gym. Maybe start working out. But you have to start doing something. All right. So I hope this helps you. Make time your ally. Make sure that time is your ally, and you're always going to smile at the end of the day. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for notifications and to hit the bell button so you always get notified whenever we go, whenever we drop a new video on the channel. I'm going to see you guys for Whole Wellness Show 16. We're having a woman, she's a health coach, and she's going to be teaching us how to tame the sugar monster, because many of us are attracted to sugar or are crave sugar. She's going to teach us how to deal with those cravings as well. So make sure that you share this video and make sure that you subscribe to our channel. I'm going to see you. I hope you got value from this. Leave me a comment and let me know how you are using time as your ally. Thank you for watching. I'll see you.